What's going on, everybody? C4 here, and welcome to the first rebuild of 2018. Well, I mean, tomorrow's Friday, and there's a realistic rebuild there, so make sure you tune into that one. But this is a career mode build, and I decided to go with one of the most polarizing players from college football that's getting ready to enter the NFL, and that is your 2017 Heisman Trophy winner, Baker Mayfield of the Oklahoma Sooners. Now, I am recording this before the college football playoff first round, so I don't know the result of Oklahoma versus Georgia. Here's hoping Oklahoma won, and they're getting ready to take on Clemson in the finals in a couple days' time. But I decided I want to play with Baker Mayfield. He's one of my favorite players in college this year, and I think that he is going to be very exciting to watch in the NFL. And really, he gets a lot of similarities drawn to Johnny Manziel because they're not, your prototypical 6'4", 230 type quarterback. They have a little bit of a fire to them. They have some off-the-field issues. I get the comparisons, but I definitely think Baker Mayfield is a much more pro-ready type quarterback. It doesn't need as much attention, maybe, as Johnny Manziel, who is, coming up here to CFL. Hopefully, I can see him play at some point during his career, however long that lasts. But Baker Mayfield, very excited to see how he will play in the NFL, which is why I am doing this. I couldn't get number 6, which is a little annoying. But yeah, we are putting Baker Mayfield on the Saints. Why am I putting him on the Saints? Well, one, Saints fans need to prepare for life after Drew Brees is coming close to an end, and they should draft a quarterback sooner or later. Now, I'm not going to say they should invest their first-round pick on Baker Mayfield, but if you want to, prepare for life beyond Drew Brees, and he's there in the second round, Baker Mayfield is the perfect option to replace Drew Brees. When you look at the Oklahoma offense, how they're set up, and you look at the Saints offense this year, very, very similar. Wide receivers are similar. Running backs, Baker Mayfield has always had 2 really solid running backs for the most part, but a big key is a receiving back. He had Joe Mixon a couple years ago, and then this year had Rodney Anderson, who's also a very talented dual threat back. Alvin Kamara, perfect fit. It's a match made in heaven, and ideally, maybe you get a year under his belt. Drew Brees comes back. Baker Mayfield can learn in this scenario. We're going to have, obviously, Baker Mayfield taking over right away. It's going to be 3 years to see what kind of productivity we can get from Mr. Baker Mayfield. But I think we are going to win a couple ball games here with the Saints. He has a lot of weapons around him. Michael Thomas, Alvin Kamara, Mark Ingram, importantly. But, it's going to be really exciting. I think the Saints will be a perfect fit for Baker Mayfield to go on draft day. And let's see how that scenario would pan out over the next 3 years in the Madden sim. Alright, so we are at the end of year number 1. And is that a first round bye? Nope. Oh, 9-6-1. We are first team out of the playoffs. Yeah, maybe we would have had the tiebreaker if we didn't get that tie. 10-6 with the Vikings. We got the last spot in. But hey, first year with a rookie QB, we got 22K XP. Let's see how well he did on the season. Look at that. Baker Mayfield as a rookie, 4,600 passing yards, 32 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. Ingram had a hell of a year. Who's the number 1? Michael Thomas. Oh, Michael Thomas, 86 catches, 1,200 yards, 13 touchdowns. Excellent season. Look at the yearly awards. MVP went to Tom Brady. Baker Mayfield as a rookie coming in at number 8 and your NFC Offensive Player of the Year. He came in at number 4 for that. And Offensive Rookie of the Year, he came in at number 1. So, what we are going to do, just in case, there usually is if you make the Pro Bowl, there's a chance that you get a bump to Superstar Dev. And obviously, we have 27,000 XP at the top. We're not going to spend any XP until the off season. So then if we get any, trait boosts, I don't know if you get that when you control the player or not, but just in case so we don't waste like 13,000 to get him up from a quick and then another 13,000 to get him to a superstar, we will wait until the offseason to spend the XP, but everything is looking good ahead of year number 2 for us to do some damage. So let's pop into the offseason and see what we can get Baker Mayfield's overall up to. Alright, so we are in the offseason, and it doesn't look like it doesn't look like, maybe we probably made the Pro Bowl, but it doesn't look like we got any boosts, so we are going to spend some XP there. Costs so much to go up to a superstar. 16.5. Alright, well, we'll get him up to a quick. We'll bump up, we'll put his deep up 1. Get his short up a couple, his awareness, shore that up a little bit. So They're doing 85 quick, and I figure by the time next season, you know, near the end, hopefully right before our playoff push, we'll be able to put him up into that superstar dev trait so that in case this does go 3 years, the final year, we will have a Baker Mayfield who would probably be 87, 88, 89, probably just below a 90 with a superstar dev trait getting ready to take over. But, yeah, because we're playing the player career, we can't really do anything this offseason. Hopefully we don't lose any of our studs. Hopefully we add maybe a wide receiver or a more dynamic tight end. But let's jump into year number 2. Looking at our draft class, wasn't too hot from the Saints, but a 78 overall center. I assume maybe Max Unger retired or he's really regressing. So a 78 quick definitely helps out Johnny Manziel long term. So we could have done worse. So thank you, Sean Payton, for improving Baker Mayfield's offensive line. Alright, we're just popping in here week 12 before we take on the 10-0 Eagles. We're 7-3, which is respectable because, as you can see, we have 18,000 XP, which means we can get our boy here to that superstar dev trait that he deserves. Might as well just spend a buck or so on the awareness. There we go. Let's finish out the season. Let's get to the playoffs and do some damage. Alright, here we are at season's end, 9-7 wild card. We're going to Lambeau, so 13-3 in Lambeau is never an ideal scenario, especially when it's the wild card round. But it's tough when the Falcons go 14-2. Hey, 9-7, I'll take that. That's acceptable on the year. We got 4,500 passing yards, 33 touchdowns, 14 interceptions to go along with 2 rushing touchdowns. That's, you know, 35 touchdowns. Very acceptable for a second-year player. Ingram had a big year. Michael Thomas. We got Eli Rogers in free agency from the Pittsburgh Steelers. 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns from him. All right. Okay. Feeling pretty good here. So let's go to the XP. We have the superstar dev, so we could just spend it on some stupid stuff. Let's get a short throw to a 90. Let's get this to a 90. Let's get this close to a 90. And now we're at 87 over QB. Kind of, you know, if we make a little bit of a playoff run, I wouldn't be surprised if we could end season 2, unless we get that Super Bowl. 88 superstar dev for a big final year, but let's see what we can do against the 13-3 Packers here. All right, here we go. We're going first and goal from the 1. Now, as you can tell by the first and goal, you see the arcade there? I guess there's a glitch where your AI or just computer doesn't use the sprint button. So I've been told that at least running arcade kind of helps it out a little bit, help balance it. Of course, that'd be a glitch here in this wonderful Madden 18 game, but there we go. Opening drive, touchdown, Baker Mayfield finds Mike Thomas in the end zone. 7-0 lead, Saints. Ah, the Kamara! Oh my god, I didn't even think that had a chance as soon as I threw it up. But you pretty much can't run the ball because your running back, I don't know if it's just a running back, I assume it is. Your running back just walks every time he gets it, which kind of plays into our hand here because we are doing a quarterback career mode. But what a catch from Alvin Kamara. You lost him. 37, who's that? Sam Shields is, I guess, still on the roster. They signed him off waivers. Got bodied. He's absolutely ridiculous. I'm not even commentating because I assume it's going to be like a 10-yard gain. Are you kidding me, Alvin Kamara? He's a cheat code. Look at this. All right, just dinks it off to him. And what do we got? We got a broken tackle here. We got a broken tackle there. A double broken tackle. My God. This should be the Alvin Kamara career mode. All right, here we go. First and 10 from the 11. Trying to put this game out of reach. No turnovers. A field goal in this scenario is just as good as a touchdown. We just want to put some points. Boy, Kobe Fleener right in the middle of the field there, baby. Make him burn a timeout. Even though, you know, when you're on defense, it seems like the opposing team never has to burn a timeout. They can just go the length of the field, I guess, getting out of bounds every single play. Let's make it. Let's get this dub. Boom! There you go. Michael Thomas can't guard Mike. 4th passing touchdown of the day for Baker Mayfield. As it looks like, barring a miracle, the Saints are beating the 13-3 Packers at Lambeau and going to the NFC divisional round. Are you guys seeing this? He's a literal cheat code. He's a literal cheat code. This is slowly turning from Baker Mayfield career mode to Alvin Kamara's Bo Jackson from Tecmo Super Bowl. This literally is insane. Absolutely. I've never seen anything like this. Look at this. Every time. You can't tackle him. My God, he's a monster. And there we go. Just like that, the Alvin Kamara show. 35-21 over the Green Bay Packers. 341 passing yards on the day. 4 touchdowns for Baker Mayfield. Look at this. What do we got? Alvin Kamara had 1 run for 43 yards and a touchdown. Broke 7 tackles. 7 friggin' tackles. And receiving, he had, what was it? 2 catches for 114 yards and 2 touchdowns. The most insane thing I've ever seen. Maybe you have to throw that one up to arcade mode. I don't know. No one else was doing that. Michael Thomas wasn't doing that. Gary Barnage, Ted Ginn, Mark Ingram weren't doing it. So maybe Alvin Kamara, we have found ourselves the cheat code in Madden. But we're good enough to move on to the divisional round. Let's keep the train rolling. Oh, let's go Mike Thomas, man. I'm loving the arcade mode. Not everything's a shoelace tackle. Not everything's 100% your guys coming down. They're actually breaking tackles. Maybe it's a little unrealistic, but look at this. Can't guard Mike. Breaks the 20. Only broke 1 tackle. But that 22, I think it was true front, that diving tackle right there. 99% of the time, that is a completed tackle on any other mode. We're on All-Pro right now. I like that. Maybe arcade's not so bad. Oh, wide open. There you go. Man, I'm loving arcade mode. I don't know about you guys. Arcade mode, legit. Obviously, it's a little bit more balanced, I would say, with the cheat. It feels better than sim mode. It honestly does. Are you kidding me? Alvin Kamara is the greatest Madden player of all time. He's Randy Moss, meets Bo Jackson, meets Calvin Johnson. He's every good, great Madden player put into one. It's absolutely ridiculous. Let's see if we can score on this drive. Put this game out of reach. Oh, gets hit and still is able to connect with Ted Ginn as we get even more ahead of the Falcons here. What's this? Take this 21-10. What a play. But that's all because Alvin Kamara does anything I want him to do. Put the ball in his hands. He's moving the chains. He's scoring touchdowns. Oh, my God. Can't guard Mike. I'm telling you guys right now. It's going to be arcade mode season all 2018. I'm actually having a blast playing this. And I know arcade mode, if you're trying to go for a realistic sim, it's not going to work. But when you play the moments and stuff like this and the sims on the defense, this is like the best way to counteract the other team's offense, the computer in the sim just going off every single game. This is awesome. Oh, no. Oh, no. Come on, Baker. Come on, Baker. Show that attitude. I know a big knock against Baker Mayfield is that thing he did against Kansas, where he kind of looked like a hothead after they didn't shake his hand. I would like to see that fire right now. Like, you should hit this guy after the play. I want to see that in my quarterback. You know, you disrespect my QB, I want him to go off at you. I want him to say, yeah, you better enjoy that, because next time I'm going to burn your ass. Which would have been nice there on the pick 6. That puts Atlanta back in the game. But let's just have another good, solid drive. Let's just throw it to Kamara every single time on the next drive. All right, come on. Kick the field goal and win. We missed! We missed! A 17-yard field goal. Oh, right there. Ted, get in this. There we go. No more field goal nonsense. Put it to bed right there. Give us that NFC Championship berth. I think we're playing the Eagles. You know what happens when the Saints play the Eagles in the playoffs? Usually the Saints win. Baker Mayfield on the day. 427 yards. 5 touchdowns. 1 pick. That was a pick 6. I assume they went off running the ball. 2 touchdowns there from Freeman. Plus a pick 6. Some defensive TDs. Return TDs. It is what it is. Look at Ted Ginn. 3 TDs. You know, it's cheesy. It's unrealistic. But it's fun. And it's the only way to combat, you know, the other team's QBs. More often than not, this is a rarity for the opposing team, especially a guy like Matt Ryan, to not have a gaudy 3-4 touchdown stat line. Or the running back to have 200 yards and 5 touchdowns like Le'Veon Bell usually does. But hey, we'll take it. Put it this way, we put up 5 touchdowns with our quarterback, and in the sim, we barely won. It went to overtime. So that tells you where it's at. I'm having fun. I don't even care. I'm not trying to hear. It's not a wiener measuring contest. I just want to have some fun in 2018 and ride out the Madden 18 wave. I think this is how we're going to do it. So let's pop into the NFC Championship ball game. All right, here we go. Opening drive against the Philadelphia Eagles at Lincoln Financial Field in the NFC Championship. Debatably, this could have been the actual NFC Championship in the 2017 playoffs as Wentz was still around, which we all know. Ooh, not a great pass. We all know that how that happened. But, yeah, I think as long as the Saints keep doing what they're doing, and if Carson Wentz can get back to 100%, this could be One of the premier matchups, along with the Rams, of course, maybe even the Cowboys in the NFC for many years to come. Come on, right there, fit it too, as Ted Ginn gets a touchdown drive. Open it up, 7-zip for the Saints. Oh, get my Scobie Fleeter in the end zone to pull us back to our 7-point lead. I'm telling you, man, the all the way to combat the stupid drops, the stupid offensive line blocking in this game, play arcade. Just do it. Just do it once. Just humor me. If you're not enjoying this Madden, just play it on arcade. Obviously, I'd probably want to get a little bit better sliders, make it a little tougher throwing the ball, but arcade's where it's at, baby. It's Baker Mayfield, Shawn Payton, get it in. Celebrate. All right, we got first and 10, 23 seconds left on the clock on the 11-yard line. Come on, Baker. You can do this, bro. You can do this, bro. Oh, should have thrown to B. He goes cross, hits. Oh, that was a bad pass. That was not a good pass. Inaccurate. Throw it on the run. See what we can do here. Just continue. Try to abuse the slants like we're the New York Giants. We got, yeah, we want to try to get Mike Thomas in there. Who wants it? Who wants it? Or we just go B right there. Ted Ginn. Ted Ginn's actually probably Baker Mayfield's favorite target. 21-7. That should be enough, I think. Get us over the line. Get us into the Super Bowls. Get me out of this game. Put us in the Super Bowl, please, and thank you. And there we go. We're Super Bowl bound as we knock off the Philadelphia Eagles 35-14. Again, you're really showing the arcade coming through here with 300 yards. 5 touchdowns for Baker Mayfield as we're getting ready to take on the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl. I think we're ready. This team is firing on all cylinders. Baker Mayfield wants to bring the Saints another Super Bowl title. So after their opening drive, the Patriots, clearly we're going to put up 7. So now it's our turn. We're in the red zone at the end of the first quarter. This very much does feel like a game of who's going to settle for a field goal first is going to lose. And then we're able to connect with kick guard Michael Thomas. Big time connection. Baker Mayfield for 7. You know we're going Alvin Kamara. What? Unstoppable. The greatest player. Not only did I draft him in all my fantasy leagues that I won, which is, well, actually, no, I drafted him in my big-time money league. He's my favorite Madden player. This season, Madden 18, Alvin Kamara is my new favorite player. More so than even Carson Wentz. This is incredible. He's unstoppable. All wide open. Let's go, Michael Thomas. Get that in the... Oh, good tackle from behind. That's Malcolm Butler. Okay. We're still a perfect 8 of 8. Going up against, I assume, is Tom Brady, who's also a perfect 8 of 8, but what he doesn't have is Alvin Kamara at the backfield. You better know. We're going 41 every goddamn time. So, come on, Alvin Kamara. Thank you very much. He's literally on... I don't want to get repetitive. He's unstoppable. You can't stop him. You can't stop what is unstoppable. That's just logic. Ooh. Between 2 guys, too. All right, first and goal in the red zone once again. On the 11, we got Alvin Kamara at the back. I'm just going to do this until they stop it. All right. All right. Feed it into Kamara. Oh, okay. Almost a pick. 31. I don't know if that's Eric Rowe or not. Okay. They stopped it. They stopped the Kamara machine. I guess that's why they're in the Super Bowl, the Patriots, and they're still in this game. But now it's time. That was our first actual incompletion. See if we can get going here. Who wants it? Can we get to Kamara again? There we go. You knew I was going Kamara. Didn't you? You knew I was going Kamara. 3rd touchdown of the game. Oh, there we go. There's the 8th touchdown pass of the game in the Super Bowl. So, all you need to know is if Baker Mayfield gets drafted to the Saints, they will play in year 2 of his career the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl, and they're going to beat him so bad that Belichick retires at halftime and Nerd Belichick comes in. The coach over as Baker Mayfield, Super Bowl champion, 8 touchdowns on the day. Maybe the arcade sim was a little too much. Like I said, man, I had fun here. And I think I'm going to, like any series that involves heavy sim on the defense, I'm probably going to play arcade. I'm going to look to see if there's any sliders out there that make the arcade sim, at least in terms of like passing, a little bit more balanced. But I had fun, and that was the bottom line here. I wanted to open up 2018 with not a frustrating rebuild that deals with like just Madden hiccups and Madden cheese at every little corner. I'd much rather this, but this is obviously the extreme. But there you go, Baker Mayfield, 8 touchdowns, breaks the passing record in the Super Bowl. A successful rebuild. So thank you guys for watching. As always, if it's your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment in the comment section below what players you want to see a potential career rebuild for in the near future. And until next time, it's going to be C4 saying peace out.